Hello, it is Wednesday, the 13th of December. This is the Greenbrier Valley Church of the Nazarene with your daily devotion. We are continuing our reading of the Gospel of Luke in chapter 1. Today we will be looking at verses 57 through 66. Here is the word of the Lord. When it was time for Elizabeth to have her baby, she gave birth to a son. Her neighbors and relatives heard that the Lord had shown her great mercy, and they shared her joy. On the 8th day they came to circumcise the child, and they were going to name him after his father Zechariah. But his mother spoke up and said, "No, he is to be called John." They said to her, "There is no one among your relatives who has that name." Then they made signs to the father to find out what he would like them to name the child. He asked for a writing tablet, and to everyone's astonishment he wrote, "His name is John." Immediately his mouth was opened and his tongue set free, and he began to speak, praising God. All the neighbors were filled with awe, and throughout the hill country of Judea people were talking about all these things. Everyone who heard this wondered about it, asking, "What then is this child going to be?" For the Lord's hand was with him. And that is the word of the Lord. Our article today is "Let's Talk About It" by Rachel Kuhn. Here's what Rachel has to say. Let's start with a quick recap. Zechariah's priestly order was on duty in the temple. There were 24 orders that rotated, offering sacrifices and burning incense in the holy places. There were so many priests that this was likely Zechariah's only opportunity to serve. And what should happen? An angel appeared, giving him Abraham-sized baby news, and his disbelief ends in a quiet 9 months for Elizabeth. He was mute, waiting for the baby's birth. The baby comes, Zechariah names him John, and miraculously his tongue is freed. The story of Zechariah's healing foreshadows the work that Jesus came to do for all people. Zechariah loved God. It was evident in the way that he served God faithfully and obeyed his commands. Zechariah made mistakes, just like we all do. In the end, he learned from them, turning from his disbelief to trust and obedience. Because of that, Zechariah became a part of the redemptive story of God through the births of his son John and Mary's son Jesus. Jesus came to heal the lame, the deaf, the blind. When the kingdom of God comes, the people of God are freed. How has God freed you? Now let's do as Zechariah did and give God all the praise. The hymn today is titled "Joyful, Joyful, We Adore Thee" by Henry Van Dyke. Melt the clouds of sin and sadness. Drive the dark of doubt away. Giver of immortal gladness, fill us with the light of day. And from the book of Micah, chapter 5, verse 4. He will stand and shepherd his flock in the strength of the Lord, in the majesty of the name of the Lord, his God. And please pray for the development of Christian leaders in Denmark. And this is your daily devotion for Wednesday, December the 13th. Have a blessed day.